We're talking about Thanksgiving and the holidays and turkeys and all things turkey this week, and one of my favorite things to do, actually the only way I do turkey anymore, is I brine my turkey first. People's greatest fear is that their turkey is dry, and we've seen it in holiday movies where they cut into something that goes and dark steam lets out. So I've got some simmering water back here on the stove. Take that off. I've got a cup of, I like brown sugar. Now you can see the flavor profile I'm going to go for here in a minute, but I'll add brown sugar to the water. And I've got a cup of kosher salt over here somewhere back there. Thank you. It is very important that this is fully dissolved. The reason for that is it has to be in suspension to get into the muscle and the tissue of the turkey. If it's crystallized, if there's still grains of salt or sugar in there, it's just going to sit on the outside of your turkey and you'll have a salt and sugar-coated turkey. So here's my bucket that's big enough to fit my bird with a lid on it. I'll go ahead and add that. Now, after you got that, what kind of liquid do you want here? So what I like for a fall flavor is some apple juice. We'll put, what is this, 46 fluid ounces it says, of apple juice in here. While I'm doing that, I'm going to try and be ambidextrous with my thumb. Hallelujah. These are cinnamon sticks. I like that kind of earthy flavor of it. I should have opened the can better. How about a cinnamon stick in there as well? Some whole peppercorns. Open with one hand, there we go. And I'm just going to shake some whole peppercorns in there to counteract a little bit of the salt. Thank goodness that's over. So now my apple juice, my sugar and salt mixture, some vinegar. Now vinegar is going to counteract the salt as well. Like I said, opposite ends of the palate, number one. Number two, to sit a turkey in this bucket, I want to make sure that I reduce as much of the bacterial growth as possible. We learned that a few days ago. So some kind of acid will reduce bacterial growth. I've got the apple juice in there. How about apple cider vinegar? Go ahead and add an indiscriminate amount of that. I don't care. Let's give it a nice kind of smoky flavor. A lot of times I'll use bourbon, some good bourbon, or you can use brandy or some kind of apple jack or sour apple if you wanted to. We'll go ahead and pardon me. Pardon the chuckling. And lastly, some chicken broth. We want to add some chicken flavor. So no, I don't have a recipe for this. You can make up your own recipe if you consider, number one, salt is necessary to get that osmotic effect. Some kind of sugar, your choice of liquid, your choice of seasonings. Maybe you want your turkey to be kind of spicy and float some jalapenos in there or some red peppers. Maybe you're doing Cajun cayenne turkey and you're going to put cayenne pepper and spices and things like that in there. Maybe you're doing your turkey in Maryland and you put Old Bay in it. But now that I've got my nice mixture of these things, it's time for the bird. And here's my nice, don't forget to take, here's my nice bird. He goes right in there, see? After all my ingredients go in, bird in bucket, I'll fill it up with some water to make sure that it's covered entirely. And I certainly want to make sure it stays nice and cold, so I'll give it a nice scoop of ice. Like I said, this needs to be safe. You need to monitor the temperature of this. And how long do you brine it is the biggest question. Well, you're much better off under brining than you are over brining. You don't want it to be salty. So generally within 12 to 24 hours. So brining your turkey is a great way to add flavor, retain moisture, and it's going to help you in the cooking of it when we eventually get to the oven.